Hello everyone. In today's video, we're going to talk about two ethical funds. We will compare these two ethical funds and also find details of how they have performed in the last few years. These two funds are Tata Ethical Fund and Taurus Ethical Fund. So you might be thinking, what are ethical funds? These are funds which comply by the Sharia laws. So in this video, we will get to understand key features of these funds, how you can invest in these funds, and the things which you need to be aware of before investing in these funds. Before we begin this video, if you are new to this channel, my name is Latish and I am here to guide you on your investment journey, helping you create and preserve your wealth through investments and insurance. Feel free to reach out to me for any kind of support you would require for insurance and mutual fund investments. I am also empaneled with Tata Mutual Fund, so if you would like any kind of help in terms of investments and also starting a new SIP in Tata Ethical Fund, please do reach out to me. If you are new to this channel and if you have not yet subscribed to our channel, please do so and hit the notification bell so that you get notified when a new video is released. Let me take you to my screen and start with Tata Ethical Fund. So this is an overview of Tata Ethical Fund. This has been in the market since May 1996. So the fund age is more than 27 years. The benchmark it takes is Nifty 500 Sharia TRI. The fund size is 1070 crores. Now let's understand what is Sharia. Sharia is the moral code and religious law of Islam. Sharia deals with many topics addressed by secular law, including crime, politics, economics, as well as personal matters. So the key features of Sharia-based investments as recommended by their advisors is any sectors which deals with alcohol, tobacco, companies which involves paying and receiving interest like banking industry, gaming, gambling, casino, entertainment and leisure related would be excluded. They also look at financial ratios based on filters, filtering out companies which have higher debt on their books, avoid companies which have higher income share of non-Shariah-compliant activities like interest income, cash, receivable, investments and debtors to be with certain limits. So these are the features which are taken into consideration before picking up any stocks for these ethical funds, which is from Tata and Taurus. Let's get into deep dive of this Tata Ethical Fund. Here you can see the overview. The fund size as of 30th of September is 1897. NAV is 308 rupees. Fund age, as I mentioned, is 27 years. Their expense ratio is 2.08%. And they have an exit load. If you do exit within the first 90 days, they charge 0.5% of NAV. Their investment philosophy is something which I have touched upon on what is Sharia and what are the features they follow. Let's look at their market cap holding. Their primary investment is in large cap, then comes mid cap, and there is a small amount of small cap investment which ranges between 8% to 9%. This is what you can see in the last few quarters. Here you can see the top 10 holdings: TCS, Infosys, Hindustan Lever, HUL, HCL Technologies, Siemens, Ambuja Cements, Cummins, Tech Mahindra and PI Industries. Here you can see returns over the years for this fund. Total investment for 1 year is 1.2 lakhs and your return is 1.38. Similarly, if you had invested since the inception, which is May 1986, your total investment would have been 32 lakhs 50,000. Your current market value would be 6.41 crores. It has given an annualized return of 18.02%, which is better than their benchmark, which is the Nifty 500 Sharia. So in terms of returns, this has given some great returns in the past 27 years, which is from the time of inception. In terms of riskometer, this is a very high riskometer mutual fund because its majority of investment is in equity and equity related instruments. So before investing in any of the mutual funds, you need to understand what is the riskometer and also what is your investment objective, which will define your investments for any mutual funds. If you need help in terms of identifying what kind of funds would be suitable for you and what is your risk appetite, feel free to reach out to me so that I can assist you in terms of purchasing any of mutual funds and also getting your right SIP amount for your funds. Now let's do a comparison between Tata and Taurus Ethical Funds. Here you can see the overall returns for these funds. If you see a 3-year returns for Tata, it is given 21.92% and 17.7% for 5 years. Whereas Taurus is given 18.38% and 5-year returns is 16.28%. Let's look at the risk measures of this. Standard deviation is very close, 13 and 12.09. Standard deviation is basically the riskiness of the mutual fund and this is defined at an annualized percentage. Sharpe ratio is risk adjusted returns, and Tata Ethical Fund is at 1.4 and Taurus is at 1.2. Beta is at 0.73 and 0.72, which is quite close to each other, and the best performing among both in terms of the alpha risk measure is Tata with 4.61 and Taurus has given 1.15. The definition of alpha is something which you can see here. It's basically risk adjusted excess fund returns over the benchmark. So as you can see, Tata has given better returns when compared to its benchmark. So here are the top 3 sectors and top 5 holdings for both the funds. There is a slight difference on the kind of funds they hold, which is also the reason on how they have been performing. Here you can see the PE ratio, which is price to earning ratio, and price to book ratio for both these funds. Their overall equity investment is 96.46 and 98.93. And here are some other key details on terms of the expense ratio, exit load, and the minimum investment which you will need to invest if you're looking to invest in these funds. Let me also show you the graph for the last 1 year on how they have performed. The top line is Tata, which is the dark blue, and the light blue is of Taurus Ethical Fund. As you can see, Tata has performed during Jan to July much better in terms of the performance when compared to the Taurus Ethical Fund. Please be aware, if you are investing in mutual funds, your outlook should not be less than 3 years, and to get very good returns, it is also advisable that you keep a long-term horizon. So that was a quick overview of Tata Ethical Fund and also a comparison with Taurus Ethical Fund, which is the only other ethical fund which is available in the market. So like I've mentioned earlier, if you need any kind of help in terms of your investments in mutual funds and insurance, please feel free to reach out to me. If you did like this video, please hit the like button, share it with your friends, and if you have not yet subscribed to our channel, please do so. Thank you for watching and have a good day.